Benny the bunny hopped through the forest, his little feet barely making a sound on the soft, mossy ground. He loved the forest, with its tall trees and the gentle rustling of leaves. Every day was an adventure, and today felt extra special.
Sally the squirrel scampered beside him, her bushy tail flicking with excitement. She had heard stories about a magical tree deep in the forest, and she was eager to find it. "Do you think we'll find it today, Benny?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with anticipation.
They reached a giant tree with leaves of every color. It was unlike anything they had ever seen before. The leaves shimmered in shades of red, blue, green, and gold, creating a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of colors. The tree seemed to be alive, humming with an energy that was both ancient and powerful. It sparkled in the sunlight, casting a magical glow over the forest floor. The light danced and played, creating patterns that seemed to tell a story of their own. Benny and Sally stood in awe, their hearts pounding with excitement and wonder.
"Wow, look at that!" Benny exclaimed, his eyes wide with amazement. He had never seen anything so beautiful. "It's like a dream," he whispered, unable to take his eyes off the tree.
The tree hummed with magic, a soft melodic sound that filled the air. It was as if the tree was singing a song that only they could hear. The melody was soothing and filled them with a sense of peace and joy. It felt warm and friendly, like an old friend welcoming them home. Benny and Sally felt a connection to the tree, as if it had been waiting for them all along. They knew they were meant to be here at this moment, experiencing this magic. Sally touched a golden leaf. It shimmered and glowed, sending a warm sensation through her fingers. "It's so beautiful," she said, her voice filled with wonder. The leaf seemed to pulse with life, as if it had a heartbeat of its own.
"What's that?" Sally pointed to a bright light coming from the tree trunk. It was a soft, glowing light that seemed to beckon them closer.
A bright light shone from the tree trunk, illuminating the forest around them. It was a light unlike any other, pure and radiant, filling them with a sense of awe and wonder. A map, glowing with rainbow colors, appeared. It floated gently in the air, shimmering with magic. The map was detailed and intricate, showing paths and landmarks they had never seen before. It showed a winding path through the forest, leading to places unknown. Benny and Sally knew this was no ordinary map. It was a treasure map, guiding them to something extraordinary.
"It's a treasure map. Let's follow it," Benny said, his voice filled with excitement. He could hardly wait to see where the map would lead them.
Sally grabbed Benny's paw, her heart racing with anticipation. They were about to embark on an adventure like no other. Together, they set off on an adventure. The forest seemed to come alive around them, the trees whispering secrets and the leaves rustling with excitement. They knew they were about to discover something truly magical. The map led them deeper into the forest. Trees grew taller, their branches forming a green canopy overhead. Sunbeams danced on the forest floor. Benny and Sally followed the glowing lines on the map.
"Look,"
shouted Benny, pointing with his nose. A babbling brook crossed their path. The map showed a bridge made of lily pads, but the lily pads were far apart.
"How will we cross?"
wondered Sally. She looked around for help. Just then, a family of ducks swam by, their feathers gleaming in the sunshine.
"Excuse me, could you help us cross the river?"
The mother duck smiled.
"Of course, hop on our backs."
Benny and Sally climbed onto the ducks' backs. Safely across, they thanked the ducks and continued on their way. The path led them up a hill. At the top, a wise old owl perched on a branch, its eyes bright and knowing.
Greetings. The map leads to the Rainbow Gem, a treasure of great beauty and joy.
Benny and Sally's eyes widened in wonder.
But beware, the path ahead holds a tricky riddle.
The owl pointed its wing towards a clearing, its eyes gleaming with wisdom and mystery. It seemed to know the secrets of the forest, guiding the children with a silent yet profound gesture. 3 paths branched out before them, each marked with a different symbol, a sun, a moon, and a star. The paths seemed to beckon them, each promising a different adventure, a different destiny. A sign read, "Only one path leads to the gem." The words were etched in ancient script, adding to the enigma of their quest. The children knew they had to choose wisely, for the wrong path will lead you astray. The warning was clear, and the stakes were high. The wrong choice could mean getting lost in the dense, uncharted forest.
"Which path do we take?" wondered Benny aloud, his voice tinged with uncertainty. The forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for their decision.
Sally studied the sign carefully. She remembered the map they had found earlier, hidden in an old, dusty book. The map had been their guide, their beacon of hope.
Look, she exclaimed, her eyes lighting up with excitement. The map shows a tiny sun near the rainbow gem. The realization dawned on her like the first light of dawn.
Benny hopped up and down, unable to contain his excitement. You're right! The path with the sun must be the right way. His enthusiasm was infectious, filling the air with renewed energy.
They followed the sun path, their hearts filled with hope and anticipation. The sunlight filtered through the trees, casting a golden glow on their journey. Each step they took was filled with purpose, as they ventured deeper into the forest, closer to their goal. The path was not easy, with twists and turns, but their determination never wavered. They knew that the rainbow gem was within their reach, and they were ready to face any challenge that came their way. The forest seemed to come alive around them, whispering secrets and encouraging them on their quest. The adventure had just begun. The path led them to a cave hidden behind a waterfall. Sparkling rainbows danced on the cave walls. In the center, on a bed of moss, lay the legendary rainbow gem. It pulsed with magical light, casting a warm glow over everything.
We found it! Cried Sally, her eyes shining with delight.
They had faced challenges and made new friends, all while demonstrating kindness, honesty, and teamwork. But what would they do with their newfound treasure? Benny and Sally looked at each other, their eyes reflecting the deep bond they had formed during their adventure. They had started as strangers, but now they were inseparable friends, united by the magical journey they had embarked on together. They realized that the true treasure wasn't the gem itself, but the journey and the friends they made along the way. The rainbow gem had brought them together, and its magic had shown them the importance of friendship, kindness, and sharing.
We should share the rainbow gem's magic with everyone, declared Benny, his voice filled with excitement and determination. He knew that the gem's magic was too wonderful to keep to themselves. It had the power to bring joy and light to everyone in the forest.
Sally nodded in agreement, her eyes sparkling with the same excitement. Yes, she said, we must share it with all our friends, both old and new. The magic of the rainbow gem belongs to everyone.
They returned to the magical tree, the gem illuminating their path with a radiant glow. The forest seemed to come alive with every step they took, the trees whispering their approval and the flowers blooming in vibrant colors. All the animals gathered around, bathed in its warm, joyful light. The deer, rabbits, and birds all seemed to understand the significance of the moment. They too had felt the magic of the rainbow gem and were eager to share in its wonder. The forest had never been so bright and alive. The trees swayed gently, the leaves rustling in a harmonious melody. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sky above was a brilliant shade of blue. Thank you for joining our adventure. Benny and Sally waved goodbye, their hearts full of joy and gratitude. They knew that this was just the beginning of many more magical adventures to come. If you enjoyed our story, subscribe to our channel for more fun and exciting tales. There's a whole world of magic and adventure waiting for you, and we can't wait to share it with you. See you next time.